The last month and a half of a campaign is really so vitally important.
Everything gets exciting, everything gets intense.
Americans really start to pay attention the last week or two before Election Day.
It's the home stretch.
It's the most exciting time to be involved.
Our goal is to empower every individual and every organization in the world to do more through easy-to-use and easily available technology. That goal extends to the political space.
It's a space that is not traditionally well served, but obviously very critical to our country.
Technology that is used through campaigns really can often affect the way that governments are run, and the process in which citizens are engaged, the more open it can be, the more democratized it can be.
One way in which Microsoft has helped enable the civic tech ecosystem is working with PBS on watchthedebates.org.
The general election debates really are sort of the World Series, the Super Bowl of the election season.
Debates allow for candidates to talk directly to audiences, directly to voters.
There were some gaps in the civic education efforts that existed to get people acquainted with presidential debates.
What we wanted to do was to create one source where you can really dig deep to see how candidates have debated each other through the years.
All the way back from 1968, the first televised debate, all the way through the debates in 2016. With Microsoft Pulse integrated so that not only are you watching the videos, but you're actually participating by expressing whether or not you agree or disagree, and then tie that sentiment to the time code of the video, and then displaying that in an engaging way.
That's what Pulse is optimized for. It's really about creating opportunities for people to give feedback on things they historically haven't been able to. It's not a definitive choice, it's an emotion that you're feeling in the moment, and then trying to quantify that and present it back to people in a way that helps them understand what their true sentiment is around that event.
This is a true partnership. Microsoft had the technology and PBS NewsHour had the media. Putting them together, we created a new experience for our users.
Pulse has been wildly successful in the election cycle and has been adopted by multiple media organizations at different points in time.
Microsoft has been a very important part of our coverage. Our community, through Microsoft Pulse, was able to react in real time to what they were seeing, what they were hearing, and what they were thinking. It was a way for us to show that to our broader national audience.
As a company, it's vital to us to get information out to our consumers, many of whom are voters.
The Bing Elections Experience is a year-long project meant to get at the people, the issues, and the data behind the elections.
The election has sort of been a tangled mess, and Bing wanted to bring some clarity to all of it and help users engage with it more effectively.
We wanted to offer an experience that was beautiful, useful, and clear-headed. Here's the data that we have, make the choice yourself.
It kind of helps break the data down into chunks that you're kind of interested in engaging in.
From figuring out who the candidates were, the issues that they stood for, data visualization tools so that you can see how the candidates compare their spending state by state, to the big event, the live election night coverage.
MSN is unique among the major news sites. What we do is license content and work with worldwide 1,400 partners. For election night, we had a video experience that no other site could match. We were able to bring in live streams from multiple broadcast partners so people could get a diversity of views on what was happening as it was happening.
On key tentpole events like election night, the Magic Wall occupies center stage. The Magic Wall is an easy-to-digest and visual storytelling mechanism that can convey to people what is going on in the country and the results of the election. That visual storytelling was very much set out in motion by this partnership between Microsoft and CNN.
We've been working with the campaigns, the political parties, and external partners that support those campaigns throughout the election season. Everything from the way citizens engage on news channels to on election night, making sure that the RNC and the DNC and the DCCC have the tools they need to make sure data is coming in real time, working with Power BI, working with Microsoft Azure.
The Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee came to us in October and asked for our help in visualizing election night results. The senior staff needs to have most accurate information coming in order to make the right judgments. So Microsoft worked with the DCCC to set up Power BI dashboards for their senior and executive staff in their war room on election night, and they were very pleased with the results.
I'm proud to be part of a team that has really been able to work across the aisle.
I feel that we have been in the space for all the right reasons and with the right intentions.
It's not about putting Microsoft in the forefront. We're about making the political process better.